So I wanted to talk to you all today about something, it's kind of metaphysical, right? I want to talk to you all about Kirlian photography. All right? So, you know, I'm Mr. Amen, and this is a Let Them Know Media production. I wanted to talk to you all about Simeon and Valentina Kirlian. All right? So, I think it was 1939, they accidentally discovered Kirlian photography. And I know that there's been a lot of research on this topic, right? But, I talk about a lot of science with the people that I can communicate with about this topic. And I've decided that I want to be a little bit of a nerd with you guys today and talk about Kirlian photography. So, a lot of times we talk about the earth and the universe and all of the stars and the planets, and we try to figure out the connection of everything. And it's been my long standing to say that, we are the universe encapsulated in an earth or our body having a physical experience, right? So I think that when you look at Kirlian photography, I think that this gives us one of the biggest insights on that. So why do I say that? The reason why I say that is when you look at Kirlian photography, it shows you the electromagnetic energy that's coming off of life, a body, or anything that has life in it, right? Electromagnetic, or what we like to call the aura, right? And so when you're looking at that, you see that whatever that it is, a plant, a hand, a fruit, is dark on the inside. And then the energy that's emanating from this object, you see all of its colors. So when you look at a human body, it's dark, and then you see all the illuminations of the energy coming off that person, depending on if they're happy or sad, angry, mad, whatever the energy that they have coming off of them at the time. And I think this is one of the biggest discoveries that was made accidentally ever. And there's so many people trying to debunk what I'm trying to tell you right now. So I ask you all to make that decision for yourself, right? But if you get a chance, look up Kirlian photography, Kirlian photography. Look up when you look at a fruit. So there's two pictures that you can find. You can look up the picture that shows, seeded fruits, and then you can look at a picture of Kirlian photography with seedless fruits. When you look at these two pictures, the seeded fruit is full of life, it's vibrant, right? When you look at the seedless fruit, it's like a break in its energy flow because something is not right about that, right? Its electromagnetic energy flow is not the same. And you can literally see that. And so that's one of the main reasons why I say that I'm not going to never eat seedless fruits. I will only eat seeded fruits like grapes and watermelon. And I know a lot of people like to buy seedless watermelon and seedless grapes, but I'm telling you, if you eat those fruits with the seeds, you will have a lesser chance of having cancer. Okay? And so another thing that I want to say about Kirlian photography is that, all of the different pictures that you find shows a consistency of the energy flow of the objects that is taken a picture of every time. And so, is it safe to say that we are the universe or God sharing a physical experience? And Kirlian photography is the very proof of that? Is it safe to say that? I don't know. But I would like to see how all of y'all feel in the comments. Let me know how you feel in the comments, okay? Because I will go with this. You know, there's some ancient African philosophy about how the universe started. And I know a lot of scientific go with the Big Bang theory with the singularity. And there's not a lot of difference, right? Some name changes and some different, perspectives that might be a little bit different. But I would say this. When you look at the universe and then the atmosphere of the universe, the atmosphere of the earth and the universe do not intertwine with each other. There is a respect of those two entities. The earth is a body, right? And we will look at the universe as an ethereal plane or ether, right? Space, spirit, okay? So the body is your earth, okay? Your body is your earth, right? In ancient Kemet or ancient Egypt, it would be called Geb, right? Geb. Okay, so then you have your spirit, which is, when you look at the Kirlian photography, that would be your spirit on the inside of your body. And that's the energy source that fuels you to wake up and have life. And that's why when you pass away or transition, that life force is gone and you're just a shell, okay? And I just want everybody to think about that. You know, your body is the earth, your spirit comes from God or the universe, right? So I think this is an interesting topic, and I think that everybody should do some research on that and then get in those comments and let me know how you feel. All right? I want to read some comments. Let me know how y'all feel about that, because I'm not the only piece to the puzzle. Everybody out here is a difference in perspective and another piece to the puzzle. So let me know how y'all feel about that topic. All right? Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.